Hey, everybody. We're back with the Royalty Room podcast. I'm Ashley, Legal Queen LA, and today we have a special guest who is a talented filmmaker, director, and so much more. Let's welcome everybody, Jahmar Hill.
Yo. What's up?
How are you feeling today?
I feel amazing. I feel good. You got me out here early, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we're up. We're early. Early birds catching the worm.
Yes, man.
What movie are we here to talk about today?
We are here to talk about the long-lasting, forever #1 movie that's coming to BET, Sisters. That is written, directed, and executive produced by myself.
Wow.
Yes, man. So shout out to my whole cast. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Saul, let's go ahead and play the trailer so everybody can see.
Diamond sleep. Yeah, so is Tia and Tara.
All right, love y'all. Be safe.
Love you too.
Another dream, Diamond.
Baby, we run up the score.
Did you hear about that boy that got shot today? All I'm worried about is taking care of you and your sisters.
You really a cop, huh? No, I just pretend to be one.
Baby, we run up the score.
Hey, baby, I gotta run to the stuff.
All right, Mom, bring me back some nachos.
Hell no, you need to take your ass back to work.
I can't. I'm retired.
Tara, Kia, Diamond.
Yeah, that's us.
Your grandmother has cancer. And she has no insurance. I don't know if she can afford the treatment.
Like, how much are we talking?
Ballpark $800,000.
Your sisters told me about your grandmother. I'm gonna always be there for you.
We gotta do what we gotta do to get this money.
Girl, what are you doing with a gun? My grandmother needs me. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Think I may have a way to get y'all the money. I know a guy with a gang of bread. He's running a big poker game at his house. The money's gotta be somewhere hidden in there.
You asked me to rob somebody?
No, Tia. I want us to rob somebody.
You think I'm gonna risk my life and my career? I'm out. Tara.
You gotta stay strong for your sisters and keep y'all together, you hear me?
If we gonna do this, then we gotta do it the right way. So I'm in. So is Tia.
Let's go, ladies. Let's go. Tia, get the bag.
You have got to make sure that nothing comes between you and your sisters. Y'all stick together. Let nothing break this family apart.
1, 2, 3.
Sisters.
All right.
That makes me smile.
Yeah. This looks like crazy movie, and that's where our title for the day comes in: Sisters versus the World.
I didn't even see that. Okay.
Yes, I'm a heavy advocate. You know, sisters don't always like each other, but we damn sure always love each other. And
That's
it's
right.
Definitely us against the world.
That's right.
I'm really excited to see it. Where can we watch? What is it going to be on, and when?
So August 3rd, it'll be on BET Plus, and then September 15th, it'll be on BET. It'll air on television, BET, BET Her, and then it'll be on VH1.
Wow.
So I'm excited about all of this.
Hell
man.
yeah. Congratulations.
It was a journey. At first, I want to shout out to my team. Shout out to Monica Brown. She was one of my executive producers. She's been grinding and supporting me for a while. Shout out to Michelle Brooks, who was my casting partner as well. Being Jim Castings, my producer, Crystal T. Williams, my executive producers, Heidi and Sade Whiten, and just my whole team, man. You know, Columbus Short, Little Mama, everybody.
I was just gonna say, what was it like working with those big names?
You know, it was when I'm locked in, I'm locked in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big kid at heart, but when I'm working, I'm just a boss now.
In the zone.
So Columbus, man, hands down, great actor.
Oh yeah,
Great actor.
absolutely.
Man.
I love him. He's actually a friend of mine.
He nonstop. He just grinds. He know how to get into character.
And you know why? You know why he's so locked in, ready to go? Because he's a Virgo. That's my Virgo friend.
Oh, he's a Virgo. Okay. That's why me and him get along.
Business.
I get along with Virgos. I'm a Capricorn.
That's me.
Okay. All right.
We love
right.
Capricorns. It makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Katie Albrecht, when people see this, because they so used to her being like the pretty girl, being, what was it, next Friday or either? Yeah, I think it was next Friday she was in. Crazy. Killed it, man. She was the big lead of this project, being the big sister, being a police officer. And then of course Little Mama, man, she killed it. Um, Little Mama's a beast. She's so talented, like genuinely, naturally talented.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then we have an up and coming actor, Sierra Angelia. I always call her my hero.
Is she the one with the curly
Yeah,
hair?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the story behind this movie is so crazy, and I don't want to give it out yet. I don't want to get the sauce out, but just know Sierra came and killed this movie. She learned the script within a day of us filming
Wow.
and killed it.
That's talent.
But she's been my friend and she's been a part of what I've been doing for some time. But it was like, imagine you just hanging out around me, right? And I'm like, Ash, I need you to kill this role for me. And you're like, okay, cool, I got you. And you really kill it. She was so ready.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? She was ready and prepared, man. And that's why I tell people being prepared is important because you don't know when you're going to be called on or you don't know when your time is going to come. So if you want to be a singer, you got to be ready to sing. You want to be a rapper, you got to be ready to rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this movie is so important. And I can't wait to give it out to the world on August 3rd on BET+.
I'm excited. I'm so excited to see it. And you said you're having a release party in LA as well?
Yep, I'm having a release party in LA on August 2nd. I'm inviting everybody to come. I decided at first I was gonna make it super private, but I was like, you know what? I want everybody to feel this moment. You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be a great opportunity for other people, serious people, to come and network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got the list of people that's coming, and we doing our own little legal checkouts to see who it is, so we make sure we have a safe environment.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm
other than that,
excited. I'm so excited. Congratulations. This is like a huge accomplishment.
Yes.
And also I must circle back to Lil Mama and
Mhm.
say I've been a fan since lip gloss was popping because your girl right here always got the lip gloss popping.
I see.
Still waiting on a sponsorship, so whoever wants to come for me,
Hey,
you
she
know where to
actually
find
got a
me.
lip gloss collection, if I ain't mistaken.
Really? I
Mhm.
believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it.
she do. But Lil Mama's so low key, man.
Yeah.
Like when we talk on the phone, I'll be like, yo, you got to tap in. She hit me with the Jamar. No, I know. I already know. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, man. But I love her. I love her a lot. Shout out to Mama. She killed it, man. She's a great friend of mine.
I
and
love
everyone
that.
and everybody else.
Well, I'm super excited to see the movie.
Mhm.
So obviously we're working with BET Plus,
Mhm.
BET. We're coming back to the forefront, I feel like, with BET.
Yeah.
For a little while, there were a lot of people that, didn't want to go to awards, didn't want to
Mhm.
watch, etc. So I feel like it's making a huge comeback over the last year or so. So what is it like? Obviously, also we got to go to the BET
BET
Awards.
Awards. Shout out to BET for the invite, man. That was a great
Yes,
feeling.
that was a really great show.
Yes, it was.
I had the best time.
Yes.
How does it feel to be able to create this film
Mhm.
with such talented Black actors,
Mhm.
young
Mhm.
Black actors, and to
Mhm.
be able to put this film on this platform?
Wow. You want to know the feeling itself with me? Because I'm trying to say, I don't remember who it was, but somebody was telling me stop saying you humble. It was like, because humble is, it's like belittling you. But I am humble.
Mhm.
But the feeling I have inside, it's like I'm ready. I have so much more to show and to contribute to this world.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And this movie alone, it is something different. I think BET Plus has put out because there's a great story behind it. And not only is it giving you that old school feeling and that old school bring, like I set it off, everybody keep comparing it
Yeah.
to. It's showing a powerful story of how women is coming together to save their grandmother. You know what I'm saying? And I think this whole world is woman dominant based anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all do rule the world.
Yep.
For real. We can't do
Yep.
nothing without y'all. Even though they say the man's supposed to lead and all of that, but y'all women are the power. And I have so much respect for women that everything that I do, I always kind of showcase a strong female base.
I
You know what
love
I'm
that.
saying? So I represent for the sisters and the ladies and the women and those who transition to be a woman.
All the women
all the
included.
women. That's it.
I love that. Thank you. And that's a big stance to take for a man in this industry.
Mhm.
I appreciate it,
Yeah.
one. And two, I'm actually going to be doing another episode here shortly
Okay.
about that dynamic between men and women in the industry. So that's a really, really, really nice thing for you to
Well,
say.
shout
So
out to
thank
my
you.
mother, man. You know, I see my mom struggling. So I always said no matter what, that struggle, it helped me see what my mother was missing, you know, and sometimes it's just love.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the money and the cars, the fancy stuff. Sometimes it's really just about pure love, loving
Right.
someone, loving a human being. And that's where I feel like I have so much love to give, you know. So let's make this movie number one, y'all.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. The world does need more love, and I
Yes.
will like 100% agree with that. People are just so mean and
Yeah.
evil, and
Mm-hmm.
even at a level like being in Hollywood, it's still kind of a crab in the barrel mentality. Like, I
Yeah.
thought we left that in the hometown. Why are
Yeah.
we still, conducting ourselves like that out here?
Mm-hmm.
So that's again another powerful stance to take.
I feel like it's gonna always be that way too, man, because until people start really seeing believing who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people hide behind these walls and it's full of ego.
Right.
You know, you think about it. Why do we attract ourselves to people that's already winning? It's because of other people's success of where we want to be at. You know what I'm saying? So I just had a conversation with my cousin, and I was just kind of telling him about this industry stuff. You know, he's a artist and definitely talented. But I tell him, you know, and you can advocate too because you work with a lot of big artists. You know, tell him like that studio life is different.
Yeah.
You know, once you get to a studio life, you can't live the same life no more because now you a brand to them. You
Right.
can't live a life. That's why it's so important to be independent because you can be who you are and you got to change anything. You can put the music out how you want it. You can put the movie out how you want it. And all you doing is just bringing money to a company, you know, with licensing deals and stuff
Right.
like that. So I don't want to change your segment because we can keep going.
Oh
I know
no,
you got questions.
this is your show today.
Okay.
So feel free to direct it how you want, but I do want to know what got you started in the film industry.
In 2009, 2008, 2009, I just got into college. 2009, I just got into college. I was playing ball in New Mexico. I was telling you before we started. And they shot a movie with George Clooney called what is it called? Something about gold. I forgot the name of it. But they was giving college credits to people who want to be an extra.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I was super extra back then anyway. So I was like, yo, I'm coming. But it was a scene in the movie where they was like they need people to just run free.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am. At the time, I was so skinny. Here I am. I'm just running, and I wound up hitting a backflip, right? And they said cut. I was like, oh shoot, what I do wrong? So George and them asked me to do it again, and they actually kept that in the movie as an extra.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
So,
dope.
I always loved to have the spotlight on me when I got it on me. And I wound up stopped playing ball because I got suspended in school. And when I came home, I didn't know what I really wanted to do. You know, so I was working at Chuck E. Cheese in Jersey.
Wow.
I was at Rite Aid. I was at Party City. And I wind up meeting this. I was pursuing music too. Let me say that I was pursuing music, but I wound up meeting this film director who seen something in me, and he was like, "Yo, you should really try acting." I was like, "All right, well, put me in something." He gave me an opportunity. I wound up killing it, and I never stopped since that. And
Wow.
and it goes back to what I was saying about the love, right? Sometimes that's all we miss in life is that push, that push. So when you have that push and someone to believe in you, you got to take full advantage of that sometimes. And that's what I did. I took full advantage of that, and I never stopped. I haven't stopped
Wow.
since. And here I am on my 5th executive produced film. So
Wow.
yeah.
That's actually like that's a beautiful story. And I feel like that goes to show like networking and like the people that you meet, you never
Mhm.
know what one handshake
Yeah.
can do. One
Yeah.
handshake can lead to the next 10
Yeah.
or the next 10 opportunities.
Yeah.
And that's what I like to tell people like as a mentor kind of.
Mhm.
When I decided to come out here, I was the type of person, I was like, I don't talk to anybody unless they talk to me. I'm gonna be in the corner and I'm gonna have my RBF. If you guys don't know, that means resting face. And so I made it one of my goals for my New Year's resolutions. When I moved here, I have to talk to at least 3 people in every room that I'm in. And so now, going from then to now, everyone thinks I'm just so extrovert. I'm so outgoing. I'm so this and that. But that was definitely not me in law school, college, under, like whatever it was. And I feel like you definitely kind of have to work
Your
at
way to
it
that, yeah.
and kind of get comfortable with running your mouth. And now here I am on my show running my mouth, doing interviews and stuff. And it's just some things I never thought I would be able to do, which I'm sure whenever you met that director, it never even crossed your mind.
It never crossed my, I never knew. I'm telling you right now, I was back home opening up for people in Jersey doing music heavy. And I will never forget, I asked a man to come to my show and he told me I sucked.
The same guy?
The same guy. He was like, you suck. I didn't suck. He said that as a motivation for me to get into movies.
Yeah.
But he was like, Jay, I worked with Capitol Records.
Like, let me
Your
be
music
real.
ain't gonna do it for you.
Damn.
And I was like, what you mean? I mean, I don't never get discouraged.
Right.
Now, at the time, I'm 22 years old, remind you, right? So he was like, once he said this to me, I'm like, what you mean, bro? I'm nice. Like, he was like, I'm telling you, I worked at Capitol Records for years. Movies is what you're gonna be doing. And I spoke to him probably like 2 weeks ago. He was like, Jay, I told you a long time ago you're gonna be doing this, right?
I love
And
that you're still in
shit
contact.
is crazy. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That shit
It's your
is
show.
That shit is crazy. What? Hold up. You should have told me that. Say nah. But no, ever since that, it's like it goes back to what I always say, having somebody to believe in you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like letting people down. That's my biggest gut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
If
I
you
go
say it, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And when I can't, that bothers me so bad. Because it's my intention is always good, but you know, life happens.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
So I bet that even though you were kind of like, yo, I don't really care what you say, I bet that was a kind of a push. Mm-hmm.
It was a boost. It was a boost that I needed because I never had nobody believe in me. I used to have an imaginary friend. And that was my biggest person, I believe in. You know what I'm saying? I used to talk to myself as a kid. And I don't know. It's weird because I look at myself now, I'm 34, so it's like I still have that kid in me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I took a great shower today. I prayed. I talked to myself today. And I just thank God because we wouldn't be where we at today. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have connected with me. You wouldn't know nothing about me if I didn't keep going.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm only getting further and further and bigger. So we're going to look back at this interview in another year. And you're going to be like, damn, bro, you don't really got 2 big movies, another one. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to stop. It's only getting bigger.
I'm excited.
With that, it comes really, you need to have real clarity on who you are. Because as you get to that next level, if you got this blockage, you're going to keep going back to what you're familiar to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep my mind straightforward on what I want and what I want to do. Okay. And that's what keeps me going.
I love it. What over the next year, before we look back at it next summer, what kind of projects or what things could we expect from you over the next year?
I have a TV show called Uphill. Right now it's being pitched to a couple networks. I have a show right now. Another film that I wrote off of my life. I used to work with autistic kids for years.
Wow.
So I took care of a white autistic kid. He lived with me for years back home in Jersey. Shout out to Ryan. He changed my life. And he was another one who believed in me. So you know how special these autistic kids is. I don't know if you're familiar with their life, but like when they love you, they love you. When I first met Ryan he used to have behavior problems until I came in his life, and I was bigger than him, so he was more intimidated. But he seen the love I gave him. And I used to make him earn everything he want. Jahmar, can I have some chips? Did you go wash your clothes? No, go wash your clothes. Okay, cool. He go wash his clothes. Jahmar, can we go play basketball? Did you make your bed up? So I kind of made him responsible for the things that he wanted. So my movie that I wrote called Change Your Heart right now, I pitched it to Denzel's team. So that's being looked at right now. I had that script written since before I even moved to Cali. Since like that was probably like the second script I ever wrote, but I always had the story in my head, you know. And I finally got the script done, and now I'm just waiting to get that big $20 million budget.
Absolutely. And you will.
Yes, I
And you
will.
will. I
Yes,
love
I
it.
will.
So I feel like you answered almost every question
Oh,
I
really?
had for you in just
Well,
in just one answer.
Just ask it again, then.
You are overachiever again.
I'm trying.
Again. But in regards to sisters,
Mhm.
what is kind of the message that you want to give to your audience through that film?
Well, being that it's on Black entertainment, right? You know, growing up, we ain't taught life insurance and Medicaid and all of that type of stuff. We don't know about that.
Mhm.
You know, most families who come from welfare or whatever, we know the system of the food stamps.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. And in this movie, the sister's grandmother is going through a big transition where she finds out that she has cancer, and it's a very serious part of her life now. And these sisters' grandmother's all they know. Their grandmother took care of her, so they're not really understanding, because you know you got to think about it. We got this superhero, right?
Yeah.
That always, no matter what, grandma, can I have this? Grandma, can I have that? They're
Yeah,
always giving.
grandma raised me too. I
She
feel
gon-
like that's
she
the
gonna
theme
give.
in our community.
But we don't think about reality that grandma may be sick. You know what I'm saying? We don't think about that stuff. So when these sisters find out that the grandmother's fighting for cancer, it's like, wow, we got to come up with all this money. So the importance is life insurance. A lot of people not taught that. We don't know about life insurance. Even myself, I'm not gonna say act like I got life insurance. I don't have it. I'm trying to learn, but I be putting so much other stuff in front of paying instead of life insurance. I'm like, yo, let me just go ahead and get some life insurance, which I'm gonna do soon, you know. But the message behind it is being prepared for the future, because you don't know when you're gonna leave this earth. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know when you're gonna get sick. We don't know what's going into our bodies right now.
Right.
You know, we work out every day. We may eat the wrong stuff, but sometimes our body may be breaking down and we don't even pay it no mind because we're so
Yeah.
focused on other things. You know, so a big message is like life insurance and Medicaid and all of that type of stuff. And just going back to pure love, being okay with saying, I'm sorry, sis. It was my fault.
Whew.
You know what I'm
Stop coming
saying?
for me right now.
Because sometimes, you know, in life, we hold too many grudges.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And we not quick to say we sorry. I always tell everybody around me I love you, because it's important to express my love. If I
Right.
can't express my love to you, I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It's just who I am as a person, and it makes me better each
That's
day.
big.
So
Mhm.
love is important in this movie. And then just working together, right? Them sisters had to work together. You got a sister who just became a cop. She's on the cop. She's a force now. So she has her what's the word? What is it when your oath that she had to
Mhm.
go through, and she had to pledge to be. And here she is, her sister coming up with some idea about robbing somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, what are you talking about? Girl, stop playing with me. She don't really know this is real. Like, no, we're gonna get this money how we can. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give the movie away.
Yeah.
But just uniting, man. Uniting with the loved ones and life insurance is an important message that I want people to see in here.
That's definitely something that people kind of run from.
Mhm.
One of my closest friends, he's like a brother. He went and got his life insurance license, and he was trying so hard, to get our circle, like the people that he works with,
Mhm.
the people that are at home, the people that are, hanging out with us, whatever. And anytime those two words came out of his mouth, people were running out the door.
Mhm.
Or nah, bro, no,
Not
I'm
right
not worried
now.
about
Yeah,
that.
hit
Maybe
me
next
later.
year, maybe,
Yeah.
but what if we don't have next year? What if
Mhm.
we don't have, 10 years from now?
Yep.
And so he was just like, yeah, this is just not working for me because nobody cares. Like
Yeah.
nobody actually wants to sit down and listen. I have to
Mhm.
figure out a way to reach people because those two words come up and it's just like,
Nobody really pay attention to it.
yeah,
And it's because once I said nobody's taught.
yeah,
So it's like imagine if you taught something as a kid, like, hey, Ashley, we're gonna go learn about life insurance tomorrow. You're like, okay, mom, let's go. And
yeah, because you don't even know.
and you're educated on it. Now you're gonna keep trying to educate other people.
Right.
And it becomes like a pyramid. Now everybody around you got it. Just
Yeah.
like a Benz.
But
Everybody.
instead, everybody is in traffic holding
Mm-hmm.
up signs for donations for funerals. And
Mm-hmm.
if we had life insurance, we wouldn't have to do
Do
things
that.
like
Yeah.
that.
Very true.
Oh
Very
man.
true. So that's an important thing, man. Life insurance. Like I said, I'm an advocate for it, but I'm working on getting it myself. Because it is important. And then not even that, the right insurance will also help you out in life too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you may need some money, you can go
You could take
some
money out
out.
against your
Yeah.
yup. And
So it can always be a great thing to get. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Not just a thing where people just trying to make money.
And it's honestly like a lot of the policies are not that expensive,
Mm-hmm.
like maybe like $130, $150
Mm-hmm.
a month. That's the
Mm-hmm.
same thing that you're paying for your cell phone,
Yep.
or that's how much money you put in gas. So
Yep.
it's like this is gonna protect you and your family
Yeah.
in the future.
Yeah.
So
Very
I
true.
appreciate that.
Yep.
I appreciate that. Can you tell us like any experiences throughout your career that have had like a significant impact on how you work in the film industry today, or anybody that
Yeah.
you worked with?
Giving handouts.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started, I used to handpick people that I wanted in the projects, and now I start realizing doing that, people don't really appreciate that.
Anything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I lost a lot of money trying to shoot this movie. I promise you. I'm talking about like I started 2019, and I lost a lot of money. I went broke. I went depressed. I
Mm.
went,
And that's right before the pandemic.
no, this was all during the pandemic and before.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, thank God for the pandemic because I would have been shit out of luck. I would have been on it. I ain't gonna never say homeless because I ain't. That's one thing. I can't do that part.
I mean, hey, in LA,
can't do
you're
that
only
part.
one paycheck away from
It's
being
true.
out in
No,
your
it's
car
very.
for the
It's
for
very.
the month.
It's very true. But I will not allow myself to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go sell my car. I'll go sell whatever I have to make sure I pay that rent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's important. You don't want to be having to rely on nobody out here. People turn on you.
Ever.
You can't trust people. You know what I'm saying? You can't. I won't give nobody benefit of the doubt. Say get out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you asked me what about my wait, what was the question again? Say the question.
Like what is the like a memorable experience
Yes.
that shaped your career?
That part, just giving out handouts because it's like people don't know what you go through. I worked at Sony for 2 years and Warner Brothers for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
I worked and slaved at that studio to build my connections, to save money up. You know what I'm saying? And work these jobs and try to put these movies, give people opportunity that say they want to be an actor or an actress. And I feel like I got shitted on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I look back at it now, I'm like, damn, look at me now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just don't know how somebody's life gonna turn out. So I always say, like, don't take opportunity for granted, man. Every opportunity you get, give it your all. It don't matter if it's a fucking podcast in Long Beach. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, give everything your all because you don't know who you're gonna impact.
Right.
And if you true to who you are, share that shit. Information is free. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, man, everything that I went through, I needed it because it helped me grow as a man, and it helped me be a better business person too. Because the business is so important than just the art.
Right.
The business is
Absolutely.
very important. If you ain't got your paper, I closed a deal at 23, messed up my first movie, Last of Lost. I'm with a company right now. I want to get my rights back. But they signed the contract that says perpetuity on it. I was telling you this on the phone.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
Not in perpetuity.
You hear what I'm saying? So now I'm stuck, and they're making all this money off my movie and saying that this is what the movie made, and realistically it made more than that. And they're adding all these fees and shit. You know what I'm saying? And here I am. I need my little residuals.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So you got stuff like that you got to understand, man, when you signing these contracts.
Call your lawyer.
Yeah, that's right, Ash. I'm calling you.
Call me.
You know what I mean? So it's things now that if I can't handle it, I'm not forcing it. And I'm
Yeah.
not in a rush to close a deal. That's what they want you to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If I didn't negotiate a deal, I would have just been getting pennies for this movie.
Right.
You hear me? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
the best quote that I've ever been given since I started my career is you don't get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate.
yeah, very true. Very true. So if I tell anybody anything is take your time and learn the business. When you learn the business, you know how to move different. And you realize the people that you're trying to bring with you ain't gonna be the people that you're in with.
Right.
It's never that way.
Mm-hmm.
The people you chasing is never gonna be the people that you're in with. Well, I gotta chase you to work with me and support me.
Right.
That shit should just be free. You know what I'm saying? So I already know how the game gonna work. I already know who's gonna be in my life for the next 10 years. I already know, whether I tell them or not.
When did you move to LA from Jersey?
2016.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
March of 2016. But I go back home here and there. You know what I'm saying? I'm always back home just to refresh, go back to the hood and be like, I need to get back to Hollywood.
Yeah, I swear
You feel what
to
I'm saying?
God.
You got to, because it's like as soon as you get there, you ready to go back home.
Mhm. I just did that. I just did that last month. And I was like, maybe
Yeah.
LA is not that
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. It be like that, man. But this stuff is fun. It's fun when you understand who you are, man, and what you really want and desire. You know, you have to. That's important. Having a clear mind.
How do you in this industry, how do you balance chasing or finding that commercial success with your integrity or your artistic integrity at least?
I feel like I'm independent. I make my decision. I make my own decision. Like I'm not chasing money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not, I'm not gonna say I'm not chasing money. Of course we need it. You know what I'm saying? I'm chasing the right situation because the right situation is going to make me more successful and the money's gonna come.
Yeah.
So for instance, when sisters become number one on that platform, it's gonna open more doors because the
Right.
world's gonna be talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And the way I ended it, they're gonna ask for a part two.
Ooh, we get a
Come
sequel.
on now, you gotta be smart.
Hell yeah.
Look at Fast and the Furious. It's $1 billion, $1 trillion company.
Yeah, what are we on? Like 8,
10.
9, 10?
Yes.
I can't
You see
even
what
keep
I'm
up.
saying?
I can't.
But it's still making money.
Is it Cardi B in one of them?
She's
now?
in it now. She's in the franchise now.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? though?
Yep.
Now you add people that's hot.
Right.
So I already got part 2 written where I'm like, yo, I gotta do something where I always hear this resemble stuff of Idris Elba. I gotta feel like I gotta figure something out where I can get Idris into something.
I
with
was
me.
just gonna ask you, is there
You get what I'm
anyone you
saying?
really want to work with?
Yeah, man, I got you. You gotta go where the people talking. You know what I'm saying? That's how you become the art.
Is he British in real life?
Yeah, he is. I mean, I don't know him.
I
like,
think
but
that's
he's-
just so cool how like
they come out here.
the main actor from All American,
Mhm.
he's British.
Yep. Idris.
Snowfall,
Yep.
Damson,
Yep.
British,
Yep.
but they don't have the accent
I mean, they
when
study.
they're working.
They study.
That's
It's-
crazy to me.
It's the same thing. It's just like us if we go to Puerto Rico and we learn the Spanish.
But whenever you're learning those other languages, you know,
It's hard.
you still can't like. I feel like I sound Spanish when I'm speaking English, but when
Mhm.
I'm speaking Spanish, I sound white. Like, you know what I mean?
I get you, but you want to know what it is. It's more of an accent,
Yeah.
you know? Because I could be from the South, and then when I come out here, I'll be talking like I'm from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Or I could be from New York, and when I go down there, you pick up that accent.
Yeah, I heard
and
it.
it just, huh?
I heard it.
Which one?
New York.
Oh, yeah. When you could pick it all up. So
Mhm.
it's like, it's all about, it's a mind thing, though, if you think about it. It's all all this is a mind thing.
Yeah.
You know? So
I be walking around my house with my friends speaking in my British accent.
how she getting prepared?
Yeah, I don't know. I be trying, but it's so cool to me to think about because you don't know that those actors are British until you hear them do an interview or
Yeah.
like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because you know you just sound like everybody else that's in the same show. You know, but what advice would you give to someone starting out in the same industry or the entertainment industry as a whole? What would be your advice to them?
My advice would be make sure you are mentally ready
Mm,
because everything is mental. When you mentally stable, you move different. Can
very true.
nothing can break you. Me and you could be together for 10 years, but I'm mentally stable. I can move out. I enjoy this relationship, love. Let's just go be separate. You know what I'm saying? Or I would say also knowing what you truly want. Because you can't say you want to be an artist, but you don't really know what you want to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then when you think about it, right? I look at you know how the people on the trains out here, and just like in New York, they go and perform, they get known. Everyone has they gifts,
Right.
what they good at. You know, showcase it. Don't be afraid. You want to be a singer, sing. You want to be a dancer, dance. You know what I'm saying? Google things, Google training. It's important. I wish I could be more disciplined to read because I feel like me reading that would put too many great stories in my head because I'm a visual person. Like I
Yeah.
could turn this into a whole horror movie right now. Like you setting me up, it's somebody about to kill me and blah. You feel me?
They
Like
coming through to the third floor.
yeah, you feel me? So then call it the third floor. There you go. That's the title. You know? But that's my advice. Is just believe in yourself and know what you want and just be mentally ready because it comes with a lot of bullshit.
How do you know you're ready?
How do you know you're ready?
Mhm.
Because you can't stop doing it.
Mm, that's good.
And you're okay when situations happen. So like right now, we and I think that also deals with being knowing that you're a professional too. Um, when you performing live, people shouldn't know you messed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I went to the Usher concert, and you know that meme when he was I don't know if you've seen it when he fell on a skate with the girl. I was right in the front row when
Wow.
that happened,
That's
and
crazy.
he played it off so good.
Yep. He's
You,
so good.
you know why?
I got the opportunity to see
Because
him
he's
too.
ready. He's ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He's a pure entertainer,
Absolutely.
and those are the people that we spend our money on to go see. You know, or movie to go watch or whatever, because
Right.
people get entertained by that. So, me per se, I know I'm ready because I can't stop doing this shit. Like I can't. I eat, sleep, and shit it. Like I regardless of what happened,
Yeah.
I just don't stop.
And
You
when
know
it's
what I'm saying?
right, like when you're in alignment with your purpose or where you're supposed to be, it like everything will start coming to you.
To you, and that's it. You said it too because this deal came to me from BET.
Wow.
BET wasn't even in my thought process.
That's crazy.
Shout out to BET though.
Hell
I'm not even
yeah.
like saying that. I'm just saying like it wasn't even in my thought process. I was trying to make it a theatrical release.
Mm-hmm.
My goal was theatrical,
Right.
and God had other plans.
He
So
always does.
here we are now.
And it's literally like it's always in his timing. Like you said,
Yep.
you started this. I think you said 2019.
Yep.
And
well,
now,
the film. Yep. I started the Sisters 2019, and here we are 2023.
well, 23 is my favorite number. So
32 is mine.
no way.
I promise you.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, alignment.
Yep.
It's working.
Let's
It's
get
working
it.
out. I love it. But I personally am super excited to see this film, and all the other projects that you
Thank
have. Before we go,
you.
I know you said you wear a lot of hats. What
Mhm.
are some of the other areas or other career spaces that you occupy?
I'm great in music. I'm super great. And I could be
Producing, rapping, engineer.
singing, dancing, rapping. I'm an entertainer. So if I got to get on my Chris Brown stuff, I would. But I'm rusty right now. I'm gonna say because that's not what I've been perfecting myself with. The movie stuff is what I've been really doing all day, every day. But yeah, music is something else. Like I want to do a concert. Like I would love to do I already said like my next big deal. I'm gonna put $1 million to the side and pay Drake to do a song. And it's gonna
That's
happen.
a good investment.
It's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen.
God's
Because
plan. Didn't we just say that?
Yes.
Wow.
And I already put it into the universe. And that's how my mind works. I don't forget nothing that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
How do you forget to do something you want to become? You get what I'm saying? How do you forget that? You cannot.
Right.
You don't want it bad enough.
That's very true.
You got to think about it. Just think about that. That's like you saying you want that car. How do you forget you want that car?
Yeah, I forget a lot of things. A lot of things leave my mind pretty quickly. But if
you really want it,
yeah,
you're gonna do it.
Nowhere.
You're gonna work that overtime. You're gonna work 2 jobs. You're gonna work 3 jobs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like asking nobody for nothing.
Right.
So I figure out ways. Now I go against the grain now where I'm like, I ain't going back to get on 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a place, I'm not prideful. If I ever have to and you see me at a Ralph's or some shit, just know I'm grinding because it's on pause.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? I ain't never prideful, but I try to do other things that I can. Like, okay, let me see, how can I do this? All right, I could do this to make some money. I could do this to make some money. You know what I'm saying? And legally, you know? But yeah, you cannot forget that you want to become something. If you forget that, you don't really want to be it. That's just how I feel.
Well, thank you. That was a lot of gems that you've dropped for everybody that's watching, and I really want to thank you. I know the podcast in Long Beach is a little bit out the way, but
not even. I needed it because I'm gonna go to the beach real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, get that refresh.
I needed this. Trust me, everything happened for a reason. So
yes,
when I leave from here, I might bump into somebody. I got a photographer that live over here too.
Okay.
And my boy, he owns the Jackrabbit boxing gym. I don't know if you know what it is, but if you need a workout,
I was gonna say I've been thinking about I need to go boxing, but I mean with these it
dope.
might be a little bit.
Oh yeah. You may have to pop them off.
I can't make a full fist, but you know if some goes down, I'm gonna make it work.
Make it work.
But anyways, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It was an honor to have you on the show, and we cannot wait to see Sisters on August the 3rd. It's going to be on BET Plus first, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And then September 15th?
September 15th, it airs on television.
September 15th, we will be on BET on TV, right in time for my birthday. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And we will catch you guys next time on the Royalty Room podcast.
That's right, Jahmar.